Hello there and welcome to NDTV News. I am Tahari Prido Ikidi. Now the highlights. Governor Doyediri calls for the amendment of the Petroleum Industrial Act to avert lingering conflicts in host communities. In a bid to upgrade learning, federal government revises curricula for basic, senior secondary and technical education. Plus, Bayelsa United defeat Barao FC 2-0 at the ongoing Premier League. And now the details. Bayelsa State Governor Doyediri has called on the federal government to address lingering conflicts in the oil-producing communities and the Niger Delta by amending the Petroleum Industry Act. Governor Diri made the call during the celebration of the 60th birthday, 25-year marriage anniversary and book launch by His Royal Majesty Bubraye Dakolo, Agada IV, the Benanaway of Ekpetiama Kingdom. Correspondent George Ameli was at the venue of the occasion and tells us more.
The elite Bayelsa society, royalty, leaders, dignitaries and more on Saturday congregated at the DSP Alamiasia Banquet Hall in Yanagwa for the triple celebrations of book launch, 60th birthday and 25th marriage anniversary of the Ibe Nanawe of Ekpetiama Kingdom and chairman of the Bayelsa State Council of Traditional Rulers, His Royal Majesty, King Bubaraye Dakolo, Agada IV.
We are very happy with what he's doing in terms of the books he's writing and also leading the traditional institution in a very peaceful manner. We've not had it this good. We have not had it this peaceful. We have not had it this wonderful in Bayelsa State.
Chairman of the occasion, Senator Heineken Lokpobri, stated that litigations in host communities had hindered the access to monies in the Petroleum Industry Trust Fund meant for their development. For the Bayelsa State Governor, the Petroleum Industry Act needs re-evaluation to tackle the issues. Governor Diri lauded the character of King Dakolo, noting that it is worthy of emulation.
Petroleum Industry Act, the way it is captured today, will become a time bomb if it is executed, because federal government cannot come to control communities that are under state governments, communities that are under local governments. Federal government cannot cut off state governments of the Niger Delta region, cut off all the local governments of the Niger Delta region and deal directly with our communities. That it is a time bomb. When the time comes, it will explode.
King Dakolo echoed the sentiments of Governor Doyediri regarding the Petroleum Industry Act.
We have just launched 2 books, The Kingfisher, an intimate portrait of environmental injustice in the Niger Delta, and Pirates of the Gulf. And His Excellency the Governor has used the opportunity in relating with what the Minister of Petroleum Oil said about the PIA. The Governor has called for the review of 2 key aspects of the PIA, which are, 1, the aspect that has to do with the percentage that is agreeable to oil-producing communities or the people. And then, of course, the second part is the part where the government, state governments and the local governments are excluded from managing the resources of the communities.
The chief launcher and managing director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Samuel Ogbuku, projects having the launched books as literature text for schools in the region going forward.
By what the celebrant has done today, documenting his thoughts in these 2 books, it is going to greatly help society.
King Bubaraye Dakolo has always been a frontline activist for the emancipation of the Niger Delta region. From the DSP Alamiasia Banquet Hall in Government House, Yanagwa, George Ameli reporting for NDTV News.
The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has sealed an illegal cosmetic production facility, Shine Skincare, located in Agege area of Lagos State, following the discovery of unregistered and hazardous bleaching products being manufactured under substandard conditions. According to reports, the operation conducted by NAFDAC officials revealed a range of products falsely marketed as organic and safe for use despite being produced in violation of good manufacturing practices. Shine Skincare, which has 100,000 followers on Instagram, under the handle of its founder, Divine Nkiruka Adebayo, was found to be producing unregistered products such as peeling white scrub, anti-aging radiant glow, and customized whitening black soap. Meanwhile, NAFDAC has urged the public to remain vigilant when purchasing cosmetic and other regulated products. Ogun State Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, has advised motorists to reduce speed during the Ember months to stem unnecessary road crashes. The FRSC commander in charge of Shagamu-Ore-Bini Expressway, Nazir Mohammed, gave the advice in an interview with the newsmen on Monday in Ota. Mohammed noted that speed kills faster than any deadly disease, stressing the need for motorists to refrain from excessive speed that through crashes could lead to disaster. The FRSC commander emphasized the need for motorists to desist from drunk driving, as this could affect their sense of reasoning, thus resulting to accidents. He reiterated the FRSC's commitment to embark on aggressive public enlightenment and patrols to educate the public on the dangers of flouting traffic rules and regulations. The federal government has announced a comprehensive review of curriculum for basic, senior secondary and technical education aimed at reducing content overload and improving learning outcomes. Minister of Education Dr. Maruf Alausa, represented by the Minister of State for Education, Professor Suwaiba Ahmad, disclosed this in Abuja. He said the review was conducted in collaboration with the Nigerian Education Research and Development Council, UBEC, NSSEC, NPTE, and other stakeholders. Under the revised framework, pupils in primary 1 to 3 will take 9 to 10 subjects, while those in primary 4 to 6 will take 10 to 12 subjects. In addition, junior secondary school students will study 12 to 14 subjects, senior secondary students 8 to 9, while technical school students 9 to 11 subjects. Alausa said the new curricula aims to create a balance between subject offerings and practical learning, adding that it will ensure Nigerian students are equipped with skills relevant to meet today's global demands. The minister assured that the new policy will be strictly monitored to guarantee effective implementation and a smooth transition in schools nationwide. If you're just joining us, you're watching Niger Delta Television News. On the headlines, Governor Doyediri calls for the amendment of the Petroleum Industrial Act to avert lingering conflict in host communities. In a bid to upgrade learning, federal government revises curricula for basic, senior secondary, and technical education. Still to come in the news, Bayelsa United defeat Barao FC 2-0 at the ongoing Premier League. Details of these and other stories after the break. Do stay with us.
Welcome to Niger Delta Television News and Current Affairs Department at the NS Equally Media Complex here in Yanagwa, Bayelsa State.
One of NDTV's traditional objectives is to disseminate information with renewed vigor. We build teamwork for accountability, efficiency, and accuracy.
Our community reports, eyewitness accounts, current affairs discussions are detailed and competitive.
As NDTV reporters, undiluted report is our goal. We gather the news and bring it to you just as it is.
Our cameras are poised to get in the story behind the story in an in-depth news report.
Our new digital equipment are top-notch with clearer visuals and audio. NDTV is repositioned to serve you better.
Join us on the news every day at 7 a.m., 12 p.m. and our major bulletin at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 25 UHF. NDTV, crystallizing the vision.
Thanks for staying tuned. The news continues. Bayelsans have called on the management of the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) to set up an office that will be in charge of securing and maintaining the solar-powered street lights the commission installed in the state. Some respondents in their interview with NDTV News in Yenagoa lauded the commission for the installation of the lights but decried their lack of maintenance. Correspondent Danjuma Daniela has the report.
In Bayelsa, the solar-powered streetlights have become the source of illumination of streets across the state at night due to the epileptic power supply by the Port Harcourt Electricity Distribution Company. However, most of the lights are now in soil states due to lack of maintenance. Hence, this resident of Yenagoa, Abraham Bango, is drawing the attention of the Niger Delta Development Commission, the NDDC, to the need to set up maintenance units for the lights.
They'll need people to just come in and experts to come in and check on the lights, see how good they are, so they can maintain them to work properly and steady.
On her part, Ms. Dankaba Sarah explained that crime and criminality has reduced because of the illumination from the street lights.
This street light have caught a greater realm of crime in this area because at 12 o'clock you can move anywhere because you are seeing far. No one can be able to come out to attack you. Because if it comes, you will know the person.
Mr. Dennis also shared his view.
They're okay. Come to Sunday, they are perfectly okay. They're working fine.
The residents pleaded with the NDDC and the state government to provide better security for the lights. I am Danjuma Daniela reporting for NDTV News.
The House of Representatives on Monday denied an alleged plot against the Speaker, Abbas Tajuddin, over delays in constituency project funding, describing the claims as misleading. In a statement on Sunday by its spokesman, Akin Rotimi Jr., the House faulted a media report which suggested there was discontent over one-page constituency projects which threatened to trigger a showdown against the Speaker. According to him, the 10th Assembly remained united under Abbas despite its diversity of political, ethnic, and religious affiliations. While acknowledging delayed contractor payments, Rotimi said the issue was not peculiar to constituency projects by lawmakers, but was part of wider fiscal challenges across the Federation. The Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, has expressed deep grief over the death of the former Inspector General of Police and ex-chairman of the Police Service Commission, Solomon Arase, describing him as a national hero. In a statement signed by its national chairman, Ambassador Dr. Godnose Bolade Igali, and National Publicity Secretary, Chief Dr. Obuvebi Ominimini, PANDEF said it received with shock, pain, and total devastation the news of Arase's passing on Sunday. The body recalled his contributions to the welfare of officers and men of the Nigerian police force, noting that his diligence earned them respect within and outside the security community. PANDEF also highlighted Arase's close ties with the Niger Delta, recalling his tenure as chairman of its Edo State chapter before rising to become a member of its board of trustees. The forum extended condolences to his family, the people of Sabongida, Ora in Edo State, and Nigerians at large, praying for his soul to rest in peace. The United Kingdom has temporarily closed its embassy in Cairo after Egyptian authorities removed security barriers outside the building amid a diplomatic row over the arrest of an activist and the United Kingdom's handing of pro-Palestinian protests that held outside the Egyptian embassy in London. For details of this and other foreign reports, let's join Mumeya Wonkoya.
The UK has temporarily closed its embassy in Cairo after Egyptian authorities removed security barriers outside the building amidst a diplomatic row over the arrest of an activist. According to report, the UK Foreign Office said its main embassy building in the Capital Garden City district will remain shut while the impact of these changes is reviewed, but added the embassy remain operational. The decision follows growing calls in the country for a retaliatory response to the UK's handling of a protest in London. Last week, a prominent pro-Egyptian government activist was arrested and later released after apparently confronting protesters outside Egypt's UK embassy, Daily News Egypt reported. Russian President Vladimir Putin says he reached understanding with US President Donald Trump over the end of the Ukraine war at their meeting in Alaska last month. The report, he did not say whether he would agree to peace talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, brokered by Trump, who had apparently given Monday as a deadline for Putin's response. Speaking during a summit in China, Putin continued to defend his decision to invade Ukraine, once again blaming the war on the West. Following the Alaska meeting, U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff said Putin had agreed to security guarantees for Ukraine as part of a potential future peace deal, though Moscow is yet to confirm this. Finally, former First Minister Hamza Yusuf has called for Scotland's top law officer to exempt peaceful protesters who backed the banned group Palestine Action from prosecution. He said it was not in the public interest to prosecute non-violent individuals who expressed support for the organization. Palestine Action was prescribed as a terror group last month after members broke into Ralph Breeze Norton in Oxford and caused an estimated £7 million on damage to planes. The Crown Office and Procurator Fiscal Service Corps said the Lord's Advocate, Dorothy Bain-Casey, had made a statement reaffirming support for protests within legal boundaries. Yusuf, who served as Scottish Justice Secretary for 3 years, has written to the Lord's Advocate to request the publication of a prosecution policy to clarify the Corps' position. Mumeya Wonkoya reporting for NDTV Foreign News.
Former Big Brother Naija housemate Natasha Akide has urged Nigerians to remain in the country and contribute to its growth rather than fleeing abroad for greener pastures. For details of this report and other stories, let's join Ayeba Nipri Blessing Festus.
Media personality Natasha Akide, popularly known as Tasha, has urged Nigerians to remain in the country and contribute to its growth rather than fleeing abroad for greener pastures. In an interview with Outside the Box, Tasha encouraged Nigerians to stay back and effect the change is yearning for. She said it doesn't make sense for one to sell properties and other belongings just to travel abroad for greener pasture. She further advised that the reality of greener pastures abroad is below expectation, as nothing is greener outside Nigeria. Veteran musician Bright Chimeze has countered the claims by some artists that smoking and drinking alcohol boosts creativity. Speaking in a recent episode of the Creative Broadcast, Chimeze insisted that artists who smoke or drink are only having fun and not doing so to boost their creativity. He claimed that drinking or smoking to get music inspiration is false. The veteran singer added that the music inspiration comes naturally. Big Brother Naija Season 10 housemate Sultana has shared a personal and emotional experience from her past. During the live show on Sunday, Sultana disclosed that she was married off at the age of 15 and that she is a mother of 2 girls. According to the Sultana, she did not want to be married off, but it happened. Aibani Pre-Blessing Festus, reporting for NDTV Entertainment News.
Host Bayelsa United has defeated Barao Football Club 2-0 in the Nigerian Premier Football League Match Day 2 at Samson State Siasia Stadium in Yenagoa. For details of these and more on sports, let's join Ayemi Miene.
In support of the Prosperity Boys, Governor Doye Dili, the State Executive Council members and other government dignitaries were present at the Samson Siasia Stadium. The visitors nearly scored the first goal in the 19th minute mark, but Jude Moman's effort struck the woodwork, giving the home crowd a slight scare. After failing to convert their chances in the first half, midfielder Wisdom Magbetha gave the Prosperity Boys the lead in the 55th minute when Noura Ibrahim handled his rebounded effort. Wisdom calmly sent the Barao FC goalkeeper the wrong way, giving the home team the lead. The visitors' woes were made worse by Ofem Nonye in the 73rd minute when Garba Shuaibu captivated the Barao FC defense and then set up the number 10, who skillfully slotted the ball to give the Prosperity Boys all 3 points. The Nigerian Premier Football League's third match day will see the Prosperity Boys take on Niger Tornadoes in Ilorin, while Barao FC will host Bendel Insurance. Ayemi Miene for NDTV Sports.
And that's the size of our bulletin. But before we go, a quick look at the highlights. Bayelsa State Governor Senator Doyi Diri is called on the federal government to address lingering conflicts in oil-producing communities in the Niger Delta by amending the Petroleum Industry Act. We also brought to you a report that Ogun State's command of the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, has advised motorists to reduce speed during the Ember months to stem unnecessary road crashes. And finally, host Bayelsa United has defeated Barao Football Club 2-0 in the Nigeria Premier Football League Match Day 2 at Samson CSCS Stadium in Yenagoa. Thanks for watching. I am Tari Prido Ikidi. Bye for now.